So how is it that we can make it in life when we are struggling with issues with debt or situations with our family or problems that we come across in our jobs? We seem to be struggling and not finding answers. And the problem is that we may sometimes look to other people for struggles and issues that we may have. We may turn to parents, we may turn to friends. And I want to say this, that even though we may go to them, they may not have the answer to our problems or the resolution to our problems. There's only one that we can actually go to, that we can actually benefit from getting an answer that we can trust and depend on, and that is God, because prayer does absolutely change things. And I want to share with you from Hezekiah. In 2 Kings chapter 20, it says, "In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death. And the prophet Isaiah the son of Amoz came to him and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, set thine house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. And then he turned his face to the wall, and he prayed unto the Lord, saying, I beseech thee, O Lord, remember now how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept sore." So I would just want to go back up to the top. Here Hezekiah was in a condition in which he was sick unto death. Whatever the disease or the disorder was, he knew that he was bound to die. And the word that the prophet gave him was to set his house in order. Well, at that point, unlike some of us, myself included, who knows, when you're in a position in which someone is telling you about to die, what would you do? You may decide to, I've got to go talk to someone about my will. I may need to contact, my parents. I may need to make adjustments, what I'm going to do with my family. So all these things may come to mind. But listen what happened with Hezekiah. The first thing, when he was told to set his house in order, he didn't turn to another person. It didn't say he turned to his family. It didn't say he turned and called the elders of that day. It says that he turned his face to the wall. And what was the first thing he did? He began to pray. He began to not speak on the condition, but he reminded God, wait a minute, I have relationship with you. I have intimacy with you. I walk before you with a pure heart. He began to speak his position that he had with his father, because he had relationship, he had intimacy with him. And as such, it said that when he turned to the Lord, he began to cry unto the Lord. And it then brought Isaiah to come forth to turn around, because the Lord heard his cry. And the prophet turned around to go back and tell Hezekiah, this is what the Lord said. The Lord is saying, now I've heard your prayer. I have seen your tears. And what God is saying to us, when we have conditions, go to him. He says, I will hear your prayer. I see your tears. I see your condition. And I'm the one who can bring about restoration. I'm the one who can help you in whatever problem, whatever situation you are going through. And he said to Hezekiah, says, because I've heard your prayer, I've seen your tears, I'm going to heal you. Not only am I going to heal you, but I'm going to also add more years to your life. And then, just like our daddy, he doesn't just give you just what you asked for, he added on too. So the healing came, he added 15 more years to his life, and he also delivered him out of the hand of the king of Assyria. And so I would say for us as well too, when we're going through any type of situation, it doesn't matter what it is, if it's in relationships, if it's on your job, God is saying that he hears our prayers as we go to him first and foremost, not turning to another person, but to turn to him. He hears our prayers. He answers prayer when we speak the word to him, because he is our daddy, and he is concerned about the most intimate matters of our heart. So turn to the Lord in prayer, believing that he can change things. He can restore life. He can restore health. He can restore finances. Whatever the need, whatever the condition, turn to the Lord in prayer.